Hi, statistics student. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find sample standard deviation, sample variance, range, and IQR, which are all measures of variation or measures of spread for a set of data. So this will be taught in chapter 2. Okay, so we will use Statdisk to do this because all these can be calculated from Statdisk. Now you notice that the standard deviation that they calculate is sample standard deviation. So I will also briefly go over how to do population standard deviation, although it is not a very strict requirement, but you should know that there is a difference in values for sample standard deviation as well as population standard deviations. The formulas are different, so the values will be different. But instead, they do not provide population standard deviation, so you need to use another calculator. So where's my data? So my data would be, I'm going to use the data that I have for the first set of data, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 4. I have copied it. Maybe I'll try again. Copy into Statdisk. Okay, so just pretend that I start from scratch. I hide this, and I basically clean up this and show this, and I clear all these. Okay, so I have no data. I'm going to do Control V to copy it over. So this is my data. It's a sample data. I added the column to know that this whatever data that I want to call it. Now I want to calculate sample standard deviation, variance. So this is all under descriptive statistics. So you just do explore data, descriptive statistics, select data, evaluate, and there you are. So we still have mean, mode, median, but the variance is S squared is here, 2.78571. Most of the time we round it to 1 or 2 decimal places. Some homework question want you to round 2 places, some want you to round 1, so just look at what is required for your homework. So I would say 2.8, and the standard deviation is 1.7. Okay, so these are the two that is most important. The other one that is important is IQR, which is tells you how they spread. Okay, so is actually the other measure of spread will be range 5. Okay, so it's spread out 5 for range. It's spread out as a standard of 1.7 called standard deviation. And then the IQR is how it's spread out in the middle, 50%. So like this bar is from 4 to something, right? 4 to 6.5. So you do IQR as, maybe I'll write down here. Can I write down here? I don't know. No. Because it's not a Zoom screen, I don't have whiteboard. So IQR would be 6.5 minus 4. So it would be 2.5. So all in all, you can write it down like this. After we do that, we say our standard deviation or variance is, what is it? 2.8, round to 1 places. Standard deviation is 1.7. Range is 5. And IQR, which are all measure of how things spread out, is 6.5 minus 4 is 2.5. Okay, so that's how you do sample standard deviation. Now, in case your data actually is a population, say for example, it's actually population data. Maybe you have some, okay, so I'm just going to, I'm going to just copy it over. So these are, okay, it actually move it over. Can I copy back? Because I don't want to Control V. So, and then I want, so these are the maybe gray or whatever from sample, but I have the rest of the data. Just randomly put some. Oh, and this is the whole population for some reason. Now I know the whole population and I want to know how it's spread out. So I'm going to copy it. No, I need to make sure what calculator I should use first. So I need to look at the calculator worksheet at the bottom. Is it at the bottom? No, here. Not the worksheets, here. Somewhere here they would tell me that find population standard deviation is called a social science statistic calculator. Okay, so I click on that. So I have a social science calculator open that helps me to do standard deviation and variance for both population and sample. So now I'm going to go back to my population data. Most of the time you do not need to do that. 99, oh no, Control C. 99% of the time our data are samples. So it's just, it's some really rare situation, or maybe you are doing a whatever test that for some reason asks you for population standard deviation, you would do it. Okay, so I need to go back to the social science statistics, and I Control V my population data here. So population, so you see, and then you say calculate. Okay, so actually they would do all the calculation for you. And here is the number. Sigma is, it's called sigma, it's not called S anymore. 1.78. Okay, here. Variance is 3.183. And the population standard deviation is 1.78. The symbol is sigma and sigma square. Okay, so that's all I have to say about, where's my canvas? I lost my canvas. So this is how you calculate standard deviations. You use Statdisk to calculate sample standard deviation, and you use social science statistics calculator to calculate population standard deviation, which is very rare.